the main thing was family. Having to leave your family kind of thing. And obviously if you've got different backgrounds and your family's in different conditions kind of thing, it's harder to deal with leaving that family member.
Did you go far away?
Well, I had to go to the University of Colorado.
Right.
So I had to travel the States kind of thing. So
that's a whole different ballgame.
I booked a flight, and as I was on my flight, I could see my mum, and I'm like, not sure if I really want to go.
Yeah.
But I got out there, and I
So what did you study?
I was studying psychology and sports studies, as well as doing a scholarship in football.
Right.
Why in Colorado?
It's just
part
of a company that I joined do scholarships out there. So they just went, right, we've got this on offer for you. Do you want to take it? And I was like, yeah, go for it.
That's great.
Sweet.
And then after a while, I was like, actually, no, I have to go back. There's things happening with Mum. I have to make sure that she's all right. So I went back, and my major fear from that was, is that me ruined everything, kind of thing. Have I left Mum to be in a bad place, and have I left my scholarship to the point where I'm not going to get anything now, and I'm going to have to work 9 to 5 behind an office, crying my eyes out, kind of thing. No offence to the people who do.
Your situation is really quite different.
Right out of that life as well.
Yeah,
it's really quite a different situation. So far.
Wait, so did you finish your course in Colorado then?
No, I
had
had to drop
go
out. I've got to look after Mum, so I dropped out, and I was like, that's fine.
He's a good egg, this
good
man.
Yeah, family has always been a thing for me, because my dad passed away when I was younger, so the main thing for me was I've only got my mum left. I want to make sure that my mum lives her best life, so when it comes to her birthday, we go on a holiday. When it comes to my birthday, she tries to plan a holiday. And at any time we can, we try and do stuff for each other.
So it probably made the uni leave even harder, right?
Yeah.
Because you had to go...
Yeah, that was a hard thing. Mum really hated me for that, because she was like, oh, I wanted a holiday out to Colorado. I'm like, well, but nah, I'm a family person, and that's the way I like to live my life.
And it does hit your family quite hard when you leave, and you don't necessarily realise it. Like I remember I skipped off to uni. I was like, la, it's all fine. And then I came back after the first holiday, and my brother's 6 years younger, so he was 12, 13, and he was super moody with me, and I was like, what's the when I come back? Yay. And after 3 days, I was like, what's the problem? He looked at me dead in the face and was like, you abandoned me. And I was like, no, what? I'm here, stop this. So it does hit them, definitely.
My worry was more of a job worry, because I took a degree in English. Obviously, I'm a musician now, so as you can tell, didn't turn out.
My whole story.
Yeah, but so I took an English degree because I was like, I don't know what I want to do, because 3 years before I sort of started my session musician in second year of uni. So I didn't know what I wanted to do, or what I wanted to be in, where I wanted to be employed. And I was like, oh, am I going to end up in a dead-end job? And it was just, so my nerves were totally also financially based, will I be able to earn any money if I get an English degree? Am I going to be able to go into any good jobs? But then it took a turn for the better, totally by chance, really. But
with me, I'm still in uni.
Right.
I only started uni in October of last year.
Okay.
And I'm 24 now, so I started fairly late. I waited 5 years to choose a degree. Firstly, because my family was a bit you shouldn't go to uni, you're a girl, kind of thing. They wanted me to get married off. It's a whole thing. I'm not going to get into it.
Wow.
But,
Jeez.
yeah, so there was that whole thing. There was also the student finance thing. When I had come out of sixth form, they had stopped doing the grants. So I was like, I don't want to be in debt ever. So I started working. I've been working for almost my whole life. But I don't want to waste my life and do something that I don't want to do. So I'm more artsy. I'm not a very sciencey person, but I know science is going to get me places. So I had to deliberate all the different subjects. So that was my fear, is that I fell into a subject that I didn't want to do. And the other fear was that I don't get on with teachers. I've been working in education for ages now. I know all the tricks. I know all the bullshit, right? So I didn't want to end up with tutors and teachers that I didn't like, because that would just turn me off to the subject.
But don't you think that lecturers are different to teachers? Because that was from my experience. I found that they were much. Oh, of course you didn't.
I didn't know. I hadn't been to uni.
Yeah. Since being at uni, do you think that that's different? Because I think they're much more.
Well, this is the thing. I go to Open University.
Oh, okay, I see.
So I just sit at home and do my own thing.
They're really good. They're really good.
Yeah, they are.
You guys all have really deep fears. I was just scared I was not gonna have friends, or I was gonna get too drunk. These are things I was.
I
You
get
don't have
drunk
friends.
anyway,
You're a charmer. Everyone would want to be funny. Not being funny.
You came in this morning and gave everyone a hug.
Because I Thank you, guys. But no, I was definitely. But the thing is, like, the reason I'm like that now, though, is because I didn't have friends for a long time in secondary school. Because I don't know why. Like, I got on with adults more. And like the first few weeks of school, I had an operation, so I wasn't there when everyone was like forming their groups and forming their little cliques. So it took me a long time. I still remember like literally the
cliques
moment.
in university? Sorry, I don't go to a standard one. So do you get cliques in uni?
No, well, no, but by the time I got to uni, so I kind of spent secondary school like watching other people who were like really well liked and who were popular and seeing how they got on and kind of not mimicking that, but kind of like, you know, taking that into my personality and just learning how to get on with people. So by the time I got to uni, it was easier. But I remember like on the first day, so like I packed up all my stuff and then like my parents were there and then they left. I was like sat in my room like, okay. And I remember like psyching myself up to going into the kitchen. I was like, all right, I can do this, let's go. And like burst into the kitchen and I was like, hi everyone, like had what I thought was like a really nice, relaxed conversation and like, you know, got on with them. And then like months later, they were my flatmates and I was like talking to them about that night and they were like, you were terrifying. You were so loud and so happy and I didn't know what to do with it. I was like, sorry.
That's amazing.
That's people's personality. Some people would like to just be quite calm, mellow, and just talk to you in a calm, respective way. And that, whereas some people prefer to be a hype person and boost up the group because obviously you always have good fun if the group's hyped up and they're all in the same wavelength.
Everyone's got different traits in that group as well, I think, usually.
What is like the normal price for a ticket?
It all depends on the venue.
It very much does vary, yeah. Okay. I was going to say, what is the most that you guys have paid for a ticket? Me personally, I went to see an artist called John Mayer, guitarist, and I paid £100 to see him at the O2.
I went to see Bruce Springsteen for free.
Oh, wait.
For free? What? What's the most that you've paid, we say? Is that it?
I was working at the venue.
Yeah, well, there you go. There you go, man.
But did you actually get to see him though? Like,
I was in the bowl.
Did you have to like stand and look all security guardish?
No.
Because Faye
I was just chilling out.
Fangirl on the side. Just...
Yeah.
Bruce, I love you. Oh my God.
That's amazing.
I love Bruce.
So how much?
I love music, so I will pay a lot. So I've paid basically like £95 to see Beyonce. I've seen Beyonce 5 times. 95 was the most I ever paid. Yeah, she's worth it.
You're here for Queen Bee.
Like, I'm here for Queen Bee because she is here for me. She's been here for me throughout my whole life. I went to see Michelle Obama on Monday. Oh no, sorry, on Sunday.
Michelle Obama.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did a tour.
No, she wasn't singing. No.
Imagine.
Yes, we can. No.
Yeah.
No, she was just talking.
It was like an evening with Michelle Obama, wasn't it?
Yeah.
My friend went to that.
Conversation with 15,000 people.
Can we ask how much?
Conversation. That was 85 quid, and we were right at the back. Like, that was the absolute cheapest. And we were, I took my mom, and she
To
was
be
like...
fair, speakers are sometimes more expensive, though.
Yeah.
And I think literally, like, the first, the former first lady, like, that's going to be big bucks. So people right at the front, they would have been, like, £200-300.
Crazy money.
So I know that people have been talking about the Drake concert and that he was charging people between £50 and £140. And, like, that to me is it's obviously a lot of money, but for concerts, I know if you get, like, a VIP package at a Beyonce or a J-Lo, you're, like, that's £300-400 easily just, gone.
If not more.
Yeah.
Not more, yeah.
And they see you get extra stuff. It's like you get like a lanyard.
Yeah.
And like, most of you just get to be close to this person you love.
See, the events that I go to are like all nerdy events. I go to like Comic-Con and stuff. That's like
also costs a lot of money.
No, £25.
Comic-Con
£50 for 2 days. Like it.
Oh, Comic-Con here in the UK. Oh,
not
okay,
San
fine.
Diego.
Yeah.
I'm not there. I'm not minting.
That's what I was saying. I was like, that's a lot of money.
I feel like we've gone off topic here.
Sorry.
Dale, how much have you paid for a concert?
I paid 40 quid to go see N-Dubs when they first came out.
Nay.
My God.
But it was so good because I was sitting next to them. They were like cloaked and with hoods up and I didn't realise it. And then they were just like introducing N-Dubs and no one came on stage and was like, oh, what's going on? And then all of a sudden, 3 people stand up and Talisa goes, can anyone hear me? Chucks a...
Dale, we can't be friends anymore, man.
I literally was like, I don't even mind that.
I'm not good. Because
I was like,
friends anyway.
Talisa, I was like, happy days.
N-Dubs, man.
I was sitting there, I was like,
And N-Dubs are great back in the day. I mean, the thing is, it's very much about how much you love the person. You're not gonna. I mean, maybe you are if you've got loads of money, but you're not gonna spend £100 every single month. But I think music
Once in a while.
art, exactly, it makes us happy, and I think it's it's important. Like, spend your money and go and see the person. What's quite nice is, like, so I went to see Michelle Obama, and she does this thing where she has a certain amount of tickets that are like free for certain types of people. So for her, it was like young black schoolgirls. It was 300 tickets just for them, and they could come for free. So it's still kind of available to people that can't afford it.
Yeah.
And I think that works because she's, like, she's a speaker, and that's about kind of helping people.
But do you think that Drake's prices was particularly extortionate?
No.
I don't think so. It sounds pretty normal.
I also think by the looks of like the stage and everything and how good the spectacle was, I think it really was quite a special event. And it was like 7 nights at the O2 or the O3. And it was, I don't think it was an extortionate price. I don't think it was.
From what I've heard,
crazy.
though, the main reason why there was such a big difference between people sitting and people standing is because, I don't know if it was halfway through the show or beginning and that, but a Lamborghini was being lifted around, and it was in an insurance policy.
Oh, really?
Basically, an insurance policy to
God.
basically say, look, we're not too sure. We're lifting a Lamborghini above your head. You're going to be standing up. If you can move out the way, by all means. But if not, we've got the money to cover it.
Yeah.
That's from what I've heard, and I was like, oh, you know what? That's probably worth the money then, because I take paying an extra 60 quid to make sure that my life was in good hands.
Or just not lift a Lamborghini over your head.
But
I
think it was a LaFerrari, actually, but let's not get into technicalities.
I just knew it was a car flying around. And at the end of the day, like, these, obviously, pop stars and artists and rappers and that, they've got to do something to try and blow themselves out of the water.
I guess.
Give them that edge.
Yeah,
But,
Wait, hang on.
I mean, getting run over in midair, though.
that'd be...
But like,
It wasn't a full weighted car, I don't think.
No.
It was,
I hope not.
No, it wasn't. I promise
I
you.
think
It definitely wasn't.
maybe just the body kit. kind of thing.
Yeah. But the thing is that this is definitely not an issue of them being like, it's so difficult to be, I mean, like, it's difficult to make money as an artist, definitely. But like each of these shows makes $1 million every night easily. So it's not an issue of them kind of being like, well, it's just so difficult to be me, and if I don't charge these prices, I
Well,
will
there's
be
so
poor in
many.
this on
The thing
streets.
is,
Like,
with
that's
events,
not
there's so many charges that you have to think of. So I understand the price. What I don't understand is why everybody's complaining about the price.
Just don't go to the concert.
Just don't go. Like, I was saying this before we even started filming. Like, if he's just sitting there just mimicking the words, like he's not even singing, just listen to the radio. Like, why are you even going to the concert?
Oh, see, that I disagree with.
Yeah, I'm gonna say there's
I
a
paid
different
myself
atmosphere.
a good £60 to go and see Britney Spears mime for an hour and a half. And I had
Britney Spears,
no
I get.
shame.
Britney
like-
Spears, I get. Britney Spears can sing.
So can
can
Little Mix,
sing.
but they disappointed me when I had to go with my ex. I had to-
Little Mix.
We're calling him out now. We're
Little
calling him
Mix,
out.
I was like, oh, Little Mix have collabed with like a few big artists like Jason Derulo. I'm like, oh, Jason Derulo's gonna come out on a song and this could be my time. I'm actually gonna get up and sing.
It's your time.
And literally, when it came to it, they
pull
cut
you
out
on
his
stage.
section. They cut out his section, and me and the dad was sitting there. Everyone else's girls, my ex is singing every lyric that's going on. I'm there just like, I'm disappointed now. He's like, no Jason Derulo? I was like, no.
He's lying. He was up singing. He was singing Magic.
No, I didn't know the words. And my ex is sitting there,
Which
come on,
Jason
you should
Derulo?
sing. I was like,
Which Jason Derulo song were you going to sing?
No, they have a song with Jason Derulo. They've got a
okay.
ballad. When you see me in the streets, something. It doesn't sound like that
Yes.
at all. Number one hit.
I knew you were
Be
going
like
to
this
sing
or
in this
something.
episode. Like, I should have bet somebody.
he's gonna sing anything. He's gonna go out there.
I'd just like to give a short performance.